Crony Johnson. Hi, Mr. Johnson. He's at Metro West 3. Your next court date is April 28th. We'll see you on April 29th to see if you've closed out your Miami case. Then there's Neil Allen. Mr. Allen here.
He's from pretrial detention center, Your Honor. He should be on soon.
I don't see. All right, I don't see him, so reset March 7th to see if he's closed out his local cases. Is that it? No, we have one more. Julio Villavicencio.
He's also from pretrial.
Let's see if the
I need to accept.
Are there? Pre-trial. Here he is. Thank you.
We'll need the Spanish interpreter.
Thank you. For Mr. Villavicencio.
Judge, we received the governor's warrant for him. I've been trying to meet with him. The unit he's on has a broken video device, which is waiting to be replaced by the county. I don't know when it's going to be replaced yet. I know he has another serious matter holding him.
Su señoría, hemos tratado de encontrarnos de reunirnos, recibimos ya la orden de aprehensión del gobernador que tenemos, pero la unidad donde él se encuentra ahora mismo no tiene un video funcionando, está quebrado y están esperando que el condado lo arregle. Yo sé que él tiene otros casos serios pendientes.
They need to turn on this video.
Tienen que encender el video.
Your Honor, local, he's got sentenced to state. And he has a domestic violence warrant that was given an ROR.
Su señoría, él tiene que, en sus casos locales, tiene que ser enviado para condena al Estado o la Fiscalía. Entonces, también tenemos una de violencia doméstica, al cual fue liberado bajo palabra.
Right, so they declined to be promoted. I don't know if he's hearing us or not.
Ellos no quisieron ser promovidos. No sé si pueden oírnos o no.
What do you want me to do, Ms. Corey? Reset it when, in a week or two?
What was the sentence time period, state corrections?
He was sentenced to 366 days, followed by 5 years probation.
I guess in a couple weeks, Judge, and hopefully it will be resolved by then.
He needs the interpreter. So, sir, we're here because the lawyer hasn't had a chance to review the governor's warrant with you because the video system is broken at the jail you're at.
Señor Villavicencio, estamos aquí nosotros porque la fiscalía, perdón, la defensa, usted ha recibido la orden que tenemos del gobernador y el sistema de videos de comunicación entre ustedes está quebrado, no funciona en su celda, entonces no ha podido revisarlo y está pidiendo que se aplace esto por un par de semanas.
Also, I'm told you were sentenced to 366 here in the local case with 5 years probation.
También me informaron que a usted lo condenaron ya a 366 acá en una cárcel local, seguido de 5 años de libertad condicional.
So, Ms. Corey, how long do you want me to reset it for?
I'd say 2 or 3 weeks, and hopefully they'll have the equipment changed out.
Quieren que su caso sea reagendado para de aquí a 2 a 3 semanas y con suerte entonces el equipo queda arreglado para ese momento.
You want me to set it?
Excuse me.
Yo no entendí nada. No entendí nada. Que si me puede repetir al principio.
I didn't understand anything. If you can just repeat everything from the beginning.
The beginning is your lawyer has not had a chance to meet with you because the video connection for her to use is broken. Do you understand that?
Señor, lo que sucedió al principio es que su abogado, se le está informando que su abogado no ha podido reunirse con usted porque la conexión de video de ahí de la casa donde usted está no está funcionando. ¿Lo entiende?
Sí, bueno, tenemos entendido porque estamos librados 8 días, entendí.
Yes, I understand that. I just don't understand why is it broken. It's been broken all these days.
I don't know, but they're trying to fix it.
No sé, señor, están tratando de arreglarlo.
It has to be replaced, like the unit has to be replaced.
I have to
Yes.
replace,
El equipo en sí, señor, tiene que ser reemplazado.
we're resetting your case here. I'll set it for. You want the March 11th? Is that good? Or no, not March 11th, March 12th. Is that good?
That's fine, Judge. If it's fixed earlier and I can meet with them, then I can always put them back on calendar as early as possible.
12 de marzo. You said March 12, Your Honor, correct?
March 12th.
Señor, 12 de marzo, entonces queda reagendado su caso y la fiscal, la defensa dice que si puede reunirse con usted antes, o entonces pondrían su caso antes en calendario.
That's so she can review the governor's warrant with you. Have a good day.
Es para que revise ya la orden del gobernador que tiene y pueda revisarlo con usted. Tenga buen día.
Okay, thank you. Now the regular regular warrants, we have Natiki Johnson. Is she there at the jail? Also, I have on Zoom Mr. Jarvis Howard, if it's going to take a while to bring her in. Hi, Mr. Howard. I gotta find the paperwork though. Give me a second. Broward County. The warrant was issued December 19th of 2024. It says felony capias for possession of tramadol, and it says no bond. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Ms. Corey, did you want me to reset it for the afternoon to see if Broward will agree to a bond?
Yes, Mr. Howard, do you have money for a bond? You don't have any funds for a bond?
So then otherwise it's no point of entering an order if you don't have money for a bond. Broward has up to 15 days to pick you up. They usually come once a week. So if you don't go on the transport this week, you should hopefully go by next week. And once you see a judge in Broward, you can let them know what's going on and maybe they'll release you or give you a program. But right now, it's no bond. Reset date will be March 14th to make sure you're transported to Broward. Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Also, we have,
Ms. Johnson?
is she there now?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Ms. Johnson, you have an arrest warrant. It's from DeSoto County, Florida. The warrant was issued on December 16th of 2021 for possession of a controlled substance. And it says $2,500 bond and another count of possession of a controlled substance, $2,500 bond. The total bond is $5,000 and $5,500 because you also have possession of drug paraphernalia for $500. That's from DeSoto County. And another warrant from Charlotte County for violation of probation. There's no bonds on that warrant. So I'm appointing the public defender's office for you. If you don't post the bond, then I guess DeSoto or Charlotte will come pick you up within 15 days. But if you have money for a bond, then you'll only go to the one county. In the meantime, the reset date will be March 14th to see if you bonded out on the one or if you were transported. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Next case we have is David McCollum.
Got a private attorney, Mr. Armstrong promoting.
Thank you.
McAlpine's present.
Oh, by the way, I got to go back on that gentleman I passed, Nasir. I'll do that next. Hi, Mr. McAlpine. Your attorney is here. Is it Mr. Amster? Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, so, sir, you have a warrant from Broward County. It's a not in custody capias for grand theft. There's no bonds on the warrant. The warrant was issued January 3rd of 2025. If your attorney, Mr. Amster, would like to reach out to Broward, I'm happy to reset it in the afternoon if you want to find out what bond they'll agree to.
Yes,
So-
Your Honor. I believe it's just a restitution issue, which we have all the restitution. So is there, Mr. F, do you have any prosecutor or anybody attached to this?
I already sent you an email with the
Oh.
PC affidavit. Broward's agreed to a $5,000 bond.
They have? You're the
Yes.
best.
Oh, there
Okay.
for bonds?
Yeah,
Oh, so now your bond is $5,000. And so your attorney can submit an order to me and make sure it's in the correct format, please.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, a correct format? How do you like?
Word format so that I
Okay.
can
Got
edit it and then sign it in the
I can
PDF.
send you samples, counsel.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Thank
Judge,
you.
can I have a second with Ms. Corey?
Yes, in 1 second. The
Yeah.
reset will be March 14th to make sure you're either bonded out or transported.
Thank you, Your Honor. David, I'll get you out today, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and tell Mr. Baxter, tell the bondsman to look at the back of the jail card. It won't be in the computer.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms.
No problem. So, Ms. Corey, I think we reset Howard, is that correct?
No, he had no money for a bond, so he's being sent.
Okay, also, it was, it was a no-show. It wasn't a case.
He didn't have
Oh,
any-
okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next case we have is Kevin Cordone. I'm sorry, Cordonero, sir, do you speak English? Senor Cordonero, Spanish, please. Sir, you have an arrest warrant from St. Lucie County, Florida. The warrant was issued February 11th.
Señor, usted tiene una orden de aprehensión del condado de San Lucie que fue emitida el 11 de febrero.
He also
sir.
has an immigration hold, Your Honor.
Thank you.
También tiene una retención de inmigración.
The warrant was for failure to appear for a DUI.
La orden de aprehensión que tiene es por fallar en presentarse por manejar en estado de ebriedad.
So there is no bond on this warrant.
No tenemos una fianza para esta.
Going to have to wait up to 15 days for St. Lucie County to come and pick you up.
Tienen hasta 15 días el condado de San Lucie para venir y cogerlo.
And the reset date is March 14th to make sure you are transported. And you also have an immigration hold and that will follow you to St. Lucie County.
Señor, entonces tenemos hasta el 14 de marzo para su próxima audiencia para ver si usted ya fue transportado y también usted tiene una orden de retención de inmigración que va a seguir con usted hasta el condado de San Lucie.
Have a nice day.
Tenga buen día.
Next is Laura DeBell. A pretrial, I don't need the two gentlemen. We've done their case already for Mr. Villavicencio and Mr. Howard. You can take them back.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you have anybody else? Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Bell. You were arrested on a warrant from Monroe County, Florida. The warrant was issued August 30th of 2024 for violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there's no bond. You will have to wait up to 15 days for Monroe County to pick you up. The reset will be March 14th to make sure you are transported. And if you have any questions about the warrant, please speak with your attorney. Good luck to you, ma'am. I also have Kirkland Thomas. You have the regular calendar? Mr. Thomas, good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant. It's from Broward County. The warrant was issued today, I guess early in the morning. It's for violation of probation. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Unfortunately, there's no bond. You will have to wait up to 15 days for Broward County to pick you up. The recent date here is March 14th to make sure you are transported. Have a nice day, sir. We also have Colin Brown. Hi, Mr. Brown. Good morning, sir. You have an arrest warrant from Flagler County, Florida. The warrant was issued January 21st of 2025 for failure to appear for driving with a suspended license. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Your bond is $1,000. So you have to post that. If you can post $1,000 bond, please do so at the jail you're at. But if you don't have any money for a bond, you'll have to wait up to 15 days for Flagler County to pick you up. The reset date here is March 14th to make sure you either posted a bond or were transported. Have a good day. Is there anybody else? I see somebody on pretrial on Zoom. Is that a warrant case or no? Or is that the regular calendar?
That's in-state number 3, Your Honor. Hanser Rodriguez.
Thank you. Let me try and find it. Mr. Rodriguez, do you speak English?
No,
Spanish, please. Sir, you have an arrest warrant from Broward County. The warrant was issued April 30th, 2024.
Señor, usted tiene una orden de aprehensión del condado de Broward. Esa orden de aprehensión fue emitida el 30 de abril 2024.
The charge is for violation of probation.
Se le acusa de quebrantar libertad condicional.
So your case is, there's no bond on the warrant.
No hay una fianza para esta orden de aprehensión.
Public Defender's Office is appointed for you.
Se le asignan los abogados de oficio.
Your case is reset here for March 14th to make sure you are transported to Broward County.
Señor, su caso ha sido reagendado para el 14 de marzo para asegurarnos que usted fue transportado para el condado de Broward.
They usually come once a week, so you shouldn't have to wait that long. Have a nice day.
Ellos vienen una vez a la semana normalmente, así que lo más seguro que usted no tenga que esperar mucho. Tenga buen día.
Let me recall Salah Nasir. I guess I reset it for tomorrow because his lawyer never came in.
Judge, is this the gentleman we reset from yesterday?
He says, so Mr. Nasir, your lawyer hasn't shown up and I finished the rest of the calendar. Do you want me to just reset it for tomorrow and you can reach out to your attorney? I can't hear you, sir. I'm sorry. You gotta fix the microphone.
Yeah, yes, ma'am, if you could. I really apologize. I just don't understand the question.
It's miscommunication. They're usually on top of things, but you know, each day that we reset it, it's an extra day you're enjoying in our jail.
He's doesn't he have an open case?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Until yesterday, remember? He was on the afternoon calendar.
Okay, no worries. I'll reset it tomorrow. Try and reach out to your attorney. Maybe it was a miscommunication, okay?
God bless you.
All right, so let's see, reset 228. Next, we have the regular calendar. We have Jose Canete, private lawyer. Good morning, how are you? Good morning. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
What did you call your honor?
Jose Canals on page 10. Thank you, you too. Good day. See you tomorrow.
Mr. Canales is present.
Okay, good morning, sir. You are arrested for improper exhibition. Your attorney is here. Can you announce your name for the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Emmanuel Perez on behalf of Mr. Canal.
Do you have any argument regarding probable cause?
No, Your Honor, we'd like, this is a case that the result of an ongoing child custody dispute that is hashing itself out in front of Judge Cuesta in Dade County,
Family.
fighting over. It appears that Mr. Canal was not happy with the fact that he was being photographed or videotaped while he was exchanging the child. But it is really not a situation that is typically, akin to this charge. I would ask that, he be entitled to a standard bond on this with a stay away order, which he already has as a result of the civil domestic violence that the mother filed. On behalf
Judge,
of the child as well.
stay away order for this?
I'm sorry?
There's probably a lot going on, Judge, it seems like.
No, I think we don't want to get an ex parte based on this. They got an ex parte stay away order on this?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't hear.
Did they get an ex parte stay away order or did Judge Cuesta enter a stay away order?
No, it was entered as part of the restraining order. The mother went and filed on behalf of the child for a temporary.
Called an OBO when they basically blanket.
Correct, and it was entered and it's set now for March. We would ask, what a standard, I don't even know what the standard bond is on this, but $5,000-10,000.
I'll set it on. So, sir, yeah, I know how frustrating child custody disputes are, but when you're acting up in front of your child, it causes emotional problems to your child. Maybe you need to go into some counseling and figure that out. In the meantime, what I'll do is enter a stay away order from the child, and I'll put it here subject to any orders in family court or domestic violence court or dependency court. Okay. All right. So your order to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are JCM. You don't want one for the mother?
We don't, he doesn't even want to see her to painting, so we don't have a problem with entering.
They
into
only
her
gave
stuff.
you for the child. It's not-
Right, because that's the only, the victim is on a person under 16.
So no contact with the alleged victim, your child JCM, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the alleged victim, his home, and school at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And in the event there's an open case in dependency court arising from the same set of facts and events as this case, and any and all orders entered in dependency court regarding your contact, visitation, and custody shall supersede or replace this court's order. In addition, if there's any orders entered in the family court or domestic violence court regarding contact and visitation, any of those orders as well will supersede this court's order. Okay,
Thank you.
it's a second-degree felony. He doesn't have any recent priors. I'm okay with the $2,500 bond. Thank you, Mr. Perez.
Thank you very much, Your Honor, and have a very nice day. Nice seeing you. Thank you.
What was the bond, Your Honor?
$2,500. All right, sir, you got a good lawyer. Listen to what he tells you, okay?
Thank you.
Just give me a moment to write up the order at my order. And also we have Lysane Flores, page 3 for private attorney, if somebody can promote counsel. If you raise your hand when I call your case. Oh, I see Mr. Payne is back too, so we want to get him out of here. He was here yesterday. We want to get his case too. 1 second. Good morning. 1 second, please. Is the counsel been promoted?
Yes, Lawrence and she.
Can he unmute, turn on his video, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Lawrence, I speak on behalf of Flora.
Good morning.
Lisyane.
Hey, give me 1 second. I'm just trying to write up my order from another case.
Oh, okay, I thought you called me. I'm sorry.
I did. I'm just not as fast as I usually am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Flores, you were arrested for armed trafficking in cannabis, possession, intent to sell cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school while armed. 6 counts of sale, possession of a gambling device. 1 count of contributing to the delinquency of a child. So those are your charges. Your attorney is here. Mr. Hashish is here. Good morning. What did you want to say? Anything, Mr. Hashish?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm on my way there. If we can put it on recall, I would like to see the PC affidavit.
Sure.
And I should be there about 25 minutes.
I did have my detective here in case the court had any questions.
Okay, so let me pass it so we can review the arrest affidavit. Have a seat, please. We'll be with you shortly. Let me call up. Thank you. What's Mr. Payne's case? Because he was here yesterday and I don't want to keep him waiting.
Mr. Quintero Murillo, number 40 on the calendar.
Amarillo?
Page 14.
Quintero's not here.
You're not here yet? Can you get him? So for the private attorney, please? Sorry, Mr. Pan, I gotta pass it. He's not there yet. So let me call now Raphael Leo,
Peter,
page 6.
I'll put him, Mr. Heller.
Okay. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
For burglary with an assault or battery, false imprisonment, robbery by sudden snatching, tampering with the victim, I will appoint the public defender's office.
Private attorney, Mr. Heller.
Peter Heller is a part of me.
That's okay. Good morning, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Judge, I ordered the arrest affidavit. I sent it last night and again twice this morning. Usually they're very good about getting me the,
Oh, I think the computers, I don't know. You didn't get a copy?
no, I didn't get a copy, but I just, what I'm most concerned about is, and I know he has another case that's on for 11. He has a separate misdemeanor case, but the burglary with assault or battery is my concern because I understand the couple, they're married. What does it say about his, access to the,
Let me see what it says here. So from January 2nd, it says they're married, just having marital problems. She didn't want to be with him anymore.
This is married, but do not reside in the same apartment.
Thank you.
okay, that's, I wasn't clear on that. I know that, she had applied for him to be, to cohabitate there. She had to apply through the, association. And I have documents showing that the application was sent in and paid for by my client, but I'm not sure, I don't believe it was approved yet by the association. Can't live there without, it was my understanding without their permission, but if it does say that on the arrest form, then,
I know why she doesn't want to be with him because he grabbed her, threw her on the floor. They threw her on a coffee table. She hit her back.
Judge, obviously we're gonna contest that because we believe this is a Russian bride who we believe married him for purposes of immigration and, looking to, I mean, we'll have to get to the bottom of it. I understand that's not something I can.
He also snatched her phone from her hand, smashed it on the floor.
Yeah.
He threatened to kill her.
And he denies all this, Judge.
All right, these are the allegations. So
I understand.
technically, there's probable cause for the charge. I don't know about the false imprisonment.
I would just, I mean, Judge, I would ask, I know that, it's non-bondable, but if the court would consider, a stay away along, of course, which you have to issue along with, a home detention, a house arrest, electronic monitoring, I don't know.
I think the false imprisonment judge is because he threw her on the floor. She tried to get up and he wouldn't let her back up.
Of course, I understand your allegation.
You want to reduce the bond or set $1 on that one?
Do you have an objection? No, I give him bond plus house arrest.
Yes. He said he was gonna kill her, F with her life if she contacted the police. He kicked her in the stomach. She threw up. He's also got another stalking case. He's got a prior domestic withholds. I think there's too much going on.
Order to stay away from the alleged victim, Victoria Dzimkola. Your wife. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means, and you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. You have a very good lawyer. He made good arguments, but the way the law is written, I'm required to hold you with no bond on the burglary with an assault or battery, because it's actually a crime punishable by life in prison if you're found guilty. It's a first-degree felony. So you're going to see a judge tomorrow, and that judge will set a final hearing on that state's motion, or maybe the state will agree with your lawyer to give you a bond. But right now, count one's no bond. Count 2, false imprisonment. $1,000 bond. Count 3, the sudden snatching. What did he take? Her phone or something? Phone and snatched it? Not the tampering. I don't know. I'll set count 3 at $1,000. Count 4, tampering with the victim will be $1,000. Count, and that's it. He has he has a battery, which is a necessary element of count 1, so that will be $1. Count 5, assault is $1. And count 6, wait, I said it wrong. 4 is 1,000. 5 and 6 are $1 each. And count 7, it's probable cause for criminal mischief. That will be $150.
Judge, is this set, you said this is set for tomorrow? It will be set for tomorrow?
Set for tomorrow before Judge Gamez, who will set a final hearing on the state's motion, so you can speak to this.
The state filed a motion for,
Attention.
reconstitution? Okay, all right, that's fine. Understandable.
All right, thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Honor. Thank you, Ms. F. Take care.
Calling up next, David Miller, page 17, out of turn for Mr. Private Attorney, Mr. Ellis here.
Mr. Miller's a
You
bond.
said David Miller,
Yes,
he's a bond out.
thank you. One second. He's a bond out, Mr. Heller.
She called a bond out.
So you don't have corrections, you don't have Michael Quintero Murillo yet? When are you gonna get him?
He went to GyroLamb, Your Honor.
He's in courtroom 5-3, Mr. Payne. Yes, Mr. Payne, I'm gonna allow you to talk. Mr. Payne, he's in.
Yes, Judge, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, I can hear you. He's in
I
courtroom.
will. Yes, Judge, I will waive his presence for the purposes of this hearing.
We don't have the jail card, Your Honor.
I can't, we don't have a jail card. You wanted it reset and hopefully you got the 8 form. Did you get it at least?
I did, and I've reviewed the 8 form.
I don't have a jail card. I gotta pass it. I'm sorry. Go somewhere else and come back. We're in no rush.
Judge, I'm sorry, you called David Miller, I got disconnected, I'm sorry. Was that a bond? It was a bond act. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, thank you.
I'm just
All right,
gonna.
Judge, I'll try to return.
5-3, maybe you'll expedite it. As soon as he finishes there, they bring him over here.
Okay, I'll try to get back.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right.
Next, Jean, Charlotte, page 9. There's family here. Hello. Number 24. Good morning, Mr. Charlotte. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine. It's from January 14th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Also, your family's here in court. There is probable cause for the charge. State, does he have any priors?
So it looks like some older stuff out of West Virginia, but I don't see anything. 97, maybe a DUI, a theft, nothing crazy.
Says there were 3 controlled buys out of this location and,
He was responsible for one on January 14th. I
Correct.
believe.
all right. You got money for a bond?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll set it at $5,000. Have a nice day.
I have a question. What is he being charged for?
Possession with intent to sell cocaine. He sold cocaine to a confidential informant. Okay, that's
And
the
when-
allegations.
And when was this?
January 14th. He can speak with his attorney. You can go with him and they'll give him all the information. Okay? Thank you. Okay, good luck to you. Next, we have Jerome. Jerome L. Rutherford. It's just Rutherford. Okay.
What page?
Page 11.
Okay.
For 32.
Private lawyers need to write that you're here for, and I'll get you when I get you, which hopefully won't be too long.
Yeah, no, he's not here yet.
He's not here yet. I gotta pass it till he gets here. I'm sorry. Got 3 on hold here. You know, it's taking too much. Why am I calling this one? Page 15, Antonio Padilla Marin. Is there family here?
The private attorney.
Oh, okay. The legally right attorney. You want to help me promote?
I'm looking for Sir Carlos Padilla.
Hello, Mr. Padilla Marin. Do you speak English? Sir, do you speak English?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you were arrested for grand theft, a second-degree felony. It's grand theft, a second-degree felony, organized fraud between 20,000 and 50,000, depositing a worthless check, possession of a counterfeit payment instrument, depositing a check with intent to defraud, possession of a counterfeit payment instrument. Your attorney is here, I believe. Is there
Yes, he needs to turn on his video and review, Mr. Padilla.
Can't hear you.
I am not the attorney, I'm his brother, I'm sorry. I think it was a miscommunication.
Sir, do you have any money to pay for a private lawyer? Mr. Padilla, can you afford to hire a private lawyer? I will appoint the public defender's office for you. So this is from October 19th of 2023.
It's like a check kiting scheme where he deposited all these fraudulent checks and then took out the money.
I'm surprised they didn't charge him with 27 counts because he has 27 checks. He defrauded the bank, I guess, over $29,000.
I think he was able, so that was the amount of checks he put into the account. He was able to take out, I think.
12,600. All right, there's probable cause for the charges.
So state's request maybe 2,500 each count.
Is he eligible for pretrial? Okay. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500 bond each count. Have a nice day, sir. Make sure to keep all future court dates. Next case we have Abraham Gonzalez on page 7. How did David Miller bond out when he was a stay away order? I don't know. Why'd you give me a stay away order for David Miller?
I think they charged us false imprisonment.
Well, he bonded out. Guess it wasn't marked as domestic.
Is Mr. Gonzalez for private attorney or for family judge?
Your family here, the mother report. It says Abraham Gonzalez is on Zoom. Okay. All right. I don't need to promote the mother, do I?
We need Abraham Gonzalez, 18.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell psilocybin mushrooms while armed, possession with intent to sell THC cartridges while armed, possession with intent to sell THC edibles while armed, possession with intent to sell psilocybin mushroom chocolate bar while armed, possession with intent to sell cannabis while armed, and child abuse. Those are the charges. Sir, can you afford to hire a private lawyer?
Yes, I would like to try.
You want me to reset this case for the afternoon to give you a chance to have a private lawyer come to court? Or do you want me to set the bond now and you can hire a private lawyer at a later date?
You're able to set a bond right now?
Yeah.
If, I think I would like to do that.
Okay, it's not child abuse, child neglect. There's a 2-year-old in the house.
Do we know where the child is right now?
How do you know?
Because the mother was also arrested.
Oh, she's with one of the relatives.
You got stay away order anyway from the child. All right, so I guess he's selling drugs out of his house. Okay, so
But there's also, the house is in really bad shape, not suitable for a 2-year-old to reside in.
all right, so I'll set a bond.
The state would also request a Nebia.
Miss F, he's selling mushrooms, cannabis, edibles, and his THC cartridges.
He's also got a gun and over $3,000.
Maybe one at the casino. Miss Corey, what do you? Oh, you're using on a higher
He's
price.
actually selling the drugs. I don't think he won at the casino. It's a lot of drugs.
Okay. So there's probable cause count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is child neglect. Okay, I guess I'll set a bond. He had 4 grams of mushrooms in a chocolate bar, which is very tiny amount. 125 grams of psilocybin mushrooms. Then he had a lot of cannabis, over 2,000 grams. A gun with an extended magazine, which was in reach of the child. That's pretty frightening. There were animal feces and urine on the floor. Child had access to the narcotics. Obviously, he needs some health parenting. I don't know if DCF was contacted, hopefully they were. All right, so count 1, armed possession with intent to sell the psilocybin mushrooms. Be $1,000. Count 2, possession with intent to sell the THC cartridges, $1,000 bond. Count 3 is for the edibles, $1,000 bond. Count 4 is armed possession with intent to sell the psilocybin chocolate bar. I'll make it an ROR. Count 5 is armed possession with intent to sell cannabis. That's $2,500. And count 6, the child neglect. I'll make it $1,000. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
This is another one for family. Cameron Dixon, page 21. Is the computer working now? Oh, that's good. They turned the internet on, so that's good. You can come forward, ma'am.
NBC, you're on.
Not brought to court. So who are you?
I'm his fiance.
Oh, his fiance here. It's a battery by detainee on another detainee. So do you want you want to waive his presence?
Yes, Judge.
I will make the public defender's office waive presence. Let me read this.
Okay, so it looks like a group of them. Yeah,
$2,500 bond. Do you have the name?
it's all in there, I believe. Is it? Let me see. There was the name of the co-defendants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. $2,500 bond. That's it. Appointing public defender's office. wait presence?
See, it's saying that he have 2 of the bench warrants or something like that.
He has 2 bench warrants. You have to. Was he brought to court on his bench warrant?
No, he was incarcerated.
No, right. I think he's in custody on other things. They're just saying he had a fight at the jail and added new charges. This doesn't change any of the prior cases.
He's trying to get his bench warrants resolved since he's in custody. Who would she go see for that? Ms. Corey, any suggestions?
Well, corrections should put him on calendar for the bench warrants. They should be on next door. Corrections, is he on next door at all?
It's where I think he probably went there when he was first arrested and he just never posted them and they just left him with the same amount.
That's not how it works, Ms. F. Please let the corrections respond. Corrections, can you make sure he's brought to court for his bench warrants?
You know, we don't place people on calendar. He has a court date of 3/24 on his misdemeanor, which has no bond. And his felony is 2/27. Supposed to go today, 2/27, Judge Hirsch.
What judge did she go see? Capote and ask them to set it?
So Judge, what I think happened, he was arrested on the bench warrants and they just set a future trial date.
Sorry, maybe I misunderstood. Yeah, he has a trial date set March 24th on the bench warrants.
Okay.
I understand that. March 24th, probably at 9 a.m. at this courthouse, but he has the misdemeanor M24 23316 and B24 25099 all set on March 24th. Okay.
For the felonies, he's supposed to go today in front of Judge Hirsch.
Did you
I
see?
don't know if the-
There was no price.
It was no process.
So now the only thing he's got is this new felony in the bench warrants. He should call his attorney.
It was no process?
He's got the public defender's office on the misdemeanors.
No, but on this one, maybe I should set his bond a little lower. I don't know if you have money to bond him out. You can.
Yes, I can. That's why I want to know.
I'll set his bond on this case at $1,500. So to get his bench warrants, those cases set sooner, you can go see Judge Capote. She's the administrative judge, and see if she can get it set, or Judge Perea.
What courtrooms are those?
Capote, you gotta look at the sign outside. You can see what courtroom they're in or what the phone number is and call over. Because that judge, that's the administrative judge, and they can try and get him set.
Okay, thank you.
Sooner than the 24th. Okay. Thank you all for trying to help.
You know what bond was 1,500 for what case?
1,500 on this case, on the.
In this case.
Okay, next, the beginning of the calendar. And you still don't have Michael Quintero Murillo, right? Okay, let me know when he's here. Sonia Byram, page 1. Is she there? There's no way for the victim. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for battery on a person 65 or older and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
The 2 counts for 2 victims.
I don't see the age for the first victim. There's probable cause for 2 counts of battery. Do you live with the victims or no?
It looks like they do live together.
Okay. So ma'am, you live at the bench, Miss Corey, she lives with them. I need a.
They're roommates, Judge, yes. She has a place to go.
Thank you. You were ordered to stay away from the alleged victim, Mercedes Collado and Jessica Padilla. No contact with those alleged victims, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victims through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home and school and place of employment at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Also, you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of your release from jail with a police officer to retrieve your personal belongings. If you go to the victim's home without the police, or if you stay there, you will be arrested. Do you understand the stay away order, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. It's pretrial services, alternate bond, $1,000 count one, and 1,000 count two. Have a nice day. Now I have to write that information on a stay away orders. I need a few minutes. Got another one to write. Okay, now we have Miss Najee Kande, page one. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for, I guess, the co-defendant to Mr. Gonzalez. Armed possession with intent to sell mushrooms, THC cartridges, edibles, psilocybin mushroom chocolate bar. Armed possession with intent to sell cannabis and child abuse. Public defender's office is appointed. Well, she wasn't home when they executed the search warrant, right? She was observed leaving the residence. Ma'am, do you know where the child is?
She's with my mom. She's with my mom.
Okay, all right. You need to clean your house.
Yes.
Although we all do, so I don't pass judgment on that one. What do you want me to do, Miss Flores? She has no priors.
Judge, would you consider pretrial?
She does have a prior withhold probation for CCF.
Would you go to Robert Morgan for school or something?
Yes, I do. I'm in school for dental assisting. I'm almost done with the program. I only have 6 weeks left.
Okay, good. I hope you do well in that. That's a very good profession to be in, because everybody got to get their teeth cleaned. Pretrial services alternate bond, $1,000 count one. Count two is $1,000, 3 and 4. 3 is an ROR, 4 is an ROR. Count 5. $1,000, and count 6, it's probable cause for child neglect, $1,000. Good luck to you.
You know, we have Mr. Quintero.
Okay, I don't know, is Mr. Payne still here? If you are, can you raise your hand so I can see you? He may have gone somewhere else. He's busy. I don't see the attorney now. I know he wanted to waive his presence, but he didn't have a jail card. Well, when Mr. Payne comes back, I'll recall it. He's not here yet. And also I passed one for the family. If you get in Mr. Jerome Rutherford, let me know. Next case is he there?
Yes, he just got here.
Oh, we can call his case up. The families are waiting. Jerome Rutherford. Who are you, Walt?
His girlfriend,
Who are you?
her sister.
Okay. Good. Mr. Rutherford, you were arrested for possession of more than 20 grams of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. You had
22
What?
grams.
cannabis. Okay. His name is spelled wrong. It's Rutherford. It's not the
Melvin is my middle name.
Yeah, they messed it up in doing all this. Where do you live?
4310 Northwest, 173rd Drive.
So if he's got a medical reason where he could benefit from cannabis, he should see a doctor, get a prescription.
I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance. You can get out of jail for free. You'll get your medical marijuana license if you want to smoke it. I'm sure you can. Everybody goes to a doctor and they tell them all their problems and they get a proper license. I mean, you have to buy it like from a certain seller that sells it. But the state may file charges on it, formal charges. You got to keep all of your future court dates, sir, okay? There's probable cause. But he's on recognizance. Okay. It's gonna take a few hours before he gets out. Do you know their phone number to call them for a ride home?
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
I do, but the number, but the phone downstairs is saying restricted.
Can you just give them a phone number so they can call? You want to give them a number to reach you?
Yeah, 786.
The PD is gonna write it down, so speak slowly so she can write it.
Okay, 6-877-4014.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Alen Valdestino, page 1. Good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for tampering with a victim in battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Is anybody here on this case? Hold on, the alleged victim's here, Judge. I'm gonna promote her.
Thank you. Count 1 to be an F3 tamper. Is the victim here? Can they please put on their video and unmute? Any luck? Ms. F, did you follow?
I promoted her. So Stephanie, you have to accept the promotion. Okay, I don't know, maybe she doesn't want to. Okay, I'll try again. So it's gonna say join as a panelist.
Let me try as well. I think for some reason when I do it, I can get them in.
I don't know.
It's the way it's done. The Zoom is.
Okay, so you gotta turn on, hey ma'am, you gotta turn on your camera, please.
How do I turn on my camera?
There should be like a button that looks like a video camera next to the microphone.
Put the line through it. And you touch it.
I only see the microphone, but I don't see no video camera on there.
Let me try it again. Are you on a phone?
Yes, I'm on my phone. I don't have the app.
Your promotion as a panelist, you keep declining it.
No, I'm not declining anything. It's not. You're being promoted to a panelist rejoin from a desktop or, oh, I'm on my phone. It's not letting me do the video.
Phone should.
It's saying I have to be on a desktop or a native client.
Do you want to verify by date of birth, Judge? I don't know.
You all do that. So ma'am, can you raise your right hand to be sworn, please? Do you swear or affirm you're going to give me this procedure will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
Thank you. Please tell me your name.
My name is Stephanie Concepcion.
All right. Just can you give us the month I'm sorry, the month and year of your birth?
Yes, it's October and 1993.
Thank you. Ms. F, is that right?
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
Okay, thank you. Are you afraid of Belen Valdez Pino?
No,
You want the court to enter an order requiring her to stay away from you?
no, ma'am. I want to drop charges.
Okay, thank you. State, do you have any questions for the victim?
No, I don't have questions, but this does seem pretty volatile. I think a stay away order could be appropriate based upon the facts. I don't know if they're homeless. This happened at a hotel.
It happened at a hotel.
Is that where, do you reside together? Do you have a place to?
Currently we don't reside together. So we've been staying at a hotel and things just got heated over a miscommunication. So it was just a miscommunication.
Okay. Ms. Corey, do you have any questions for the victim?
No, Judge.
All right, so Ms. Valdespino, I'm entering a modified stay away order from the alleged victim whose initials are SC. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim, SC. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. Do you understand that so far?
Somewhat. So it's a full restraining order, you're saying, a temporary? Modified, which means?
You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim whose initials are SC. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or violent towards her in any manner whatsoever. So it means only friendly, nonviolent contact is permitted.
Is there any way I can request the same thing from her end, ma'am? Because I have been a victim in the past and recently.
So she hasn't been arrested and she's not before the court. I only have jurisdiction to enter a modified stay away order for you.
All right, I'm wondering, because she has my belongings and I do want to be able to recuperate my belongings from her. She stated she would leave everything today. And my objective is to just stay away from her in general. So to keep out of struggle, so.
If you don't feel comfortable going to get your stuff on your own, you can always call a policeman to assist. So anyway, do not engage in any criminal activity, do not use or possess illegal drugs, and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand the modified stay away order, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, do you have a place to stay?
Yes. We're not homeless.
Okay, any pretrial services, alternate bond? Count one.
Count one, you're finding public cause for a third-degree felony.
That's free. Count one is $1,500. Count two is $1,000. So that's pretrial. She can either get out for free or pretrial or post a $2,500 total bond. Do you have any other questions, Ms. Concepcion?
I'm sorry?
Any other questions on your end?
No, that'll be all, ma'am.
Thank you so much for coming in. Have a good day. Good luck to you both. Next we have is Marie Robinson. I don't know what happened to the attorney Hashish. He said he was driving over. I guess he got caught in my.
Marie Robinson, these are added charges, Judge. We saw her yesterday.
What did I do yesterday? I don't
We gave her a program, but now there's 2 new charges.
Ms. Robinson, good morning. I got 2 more cases. One's from June 2024, petty theft 2 or more convictions, and a retail theft with others, it looks like, from February 8th of 2025. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I guess everything's catching up to her.
So she's, I guess, involved with a group of people who are stealing liquor from AJ's, Walmart, thousands of dollars worth of
This was 100 in the Walmart. That's it's petty theft 2 or more convictions. So you are ordered to stay away from the Walmart store at 15601 Southwest 127th Avenue in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. What did I do yesterday? Pre-trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, pre-trial alternate bond will be $1,500. And then this other case is from February 8th. In this case, it's retail theft with the others. You said this is thousands. Yeah, several boxes of liquor and put them in shopping carts and feed the store. Oops. That's that's more charges that are recent. The others were older. So if they're stealing vodka, it's a couple $100, or is it, wow, it's a couple $1,000 between the three of them. Give me your last chance today. It's not, is it retail theft with others or?
Yeah, there's two co-defendants. It looks like they were acting together.
Second degree felony. She's facing what, like up to 10 years in prison if she's found guilty. You are ordered to stay away from the BJ's liquor store at 650 Southeast 8th Street in Homestead, Florida. You are not to go to this location. You must stay away from there. You understand? Last pretrial. You come in with something else. Okay, help you.
And Judge, if they add additional charges, the state would like Your Honor to maybe reconsider.
I think you are correct. Pretrial alternate bond. This one will be $5,000. Have a nice day.
Your Honor, 4021 is 5,000.
Yes, ma'am. Not you with pretrial. Next is Barbie.
Oh, Judge Corrections wants to take a Metro West out of turn, Mr. Solomon, so they can take him back. 50. Page 20, no, 19.
Thank you. All right, so Galen Solomon, please.
He's present.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Your Honor.
You were arrested for attempted fleeing and eluding a police officer at a high speed and possession of cannabis. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So not an attempt.
It says he's at a high rate of speed, but I don't know if he's fleeing at the high rate of speed. He was driving by him at a high rate of speed. There's probable cause for fleeing and eluding a police officer in possession of cannabis. Count one, the fleeing was $2,500. Count two, possession of cannabis, ROR. Have a nice day. Next on page one is Barbie Uwanowicz. Page two.
She refused court, Your Honor.
Can Your Honor please review?
She has two cases. Okay. So on F-25, 40, 47, there's probable cause. Okay, so there's probable cause on the other case as well. Reset it. Reset it for, the afternoon. Next case is Charles Knight.
So it's a refile. We only filed, I think, on simple possession.
And if Attorney Payne back yet? He said he'd try to come back. Oh, there he is. Mr. Payne's back. Let me get you next, okay? Correction, you said you have Quintero?
Yes, Your Honor.
That will be next. Versus Charles Knight. I don't have the copy of the warrant. Hi, Mr. Knight, how you doing? You got arrested pursuant to an arrest warrant, which I don't have a copy of, so I gotta reset it.
Ms. Corey, do you have it? Can we just, I think it's a refile with just one count of cocaine possession.
I'm looking for it now.
Like,
We ever got it.
yeah, I don't know if your owner wants to do tap or you can't because you don't have any paperwork.
I don't have any paperwork. Can you get, I can pass it if they get to the warrant. Are you able to get the warrant?
Let me check. Hold on.
Do you have it? You can email it?
I'm gonna check.
I have a charging document for possession of cocaine.
I don't have anything. Oh, it says off calendar should be in division. That's what somebody wrote here. Off calendar. Please transfer to division for tomorrow.
I don't know if that's correct because I see an arraignment date for March.
If it's a refile, it comes here, I guess.
Yeah.
Once I get the warrants, I'll pass it. Just have them have a seat. Let me recall. Make Michael Quintero Murillo. His attorney is here. He's been promoted, I think. Hi, Mr. Payne. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry.
I don't know if I have the warrant.
Did he need the Spanish interpreter? Hold him up, please. Oh. Good morning, sir. Mr. Quintero Murillo, is English okay, or would you like a Spanish interpreter?
English.
Thank you. All right, so your attorney is here, Mr. Payne. I believe he received a copy of the arrest affidavit. Is that correct?
Yes, Judge, I have, and I've had an opportunity to review it.
Do you have any legal argument you'd like to make regarding probable cause?
No, Your Honor, although I believe he has a valid defense, at this point, probable cause is the only issue, and I don't see an issue with probable cause for the charges.
All right. That being said, I'm asked to count one. I'm granting, is it one in? Sorry. The state filed a motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing. As to count one and count two, I'm going to grant those, both of those. So it's no bond count one, no bond count two. Count three. What do you want, $1 on that? Because it's the necessary.
Well, honest to count two, how's that?
Oh,
It's an F1. So the state filed a motion for pretrial detention and F1 dangerous crime.
Great news for you. Use Dade Mobile for ID card, bill pay, roadside help, proof of insurance, and more. Thank you for calling Yayo. My name.
I did it. He's on hold. All right. So anyway, it's count one is no bond, count two is no bond, count three will be $1. And you'll see your judge tomorrow morning. That will be good.
He's also on probation, Your Honor.
From to see Judge Araces tomorrow for the case he's on hold for. I mean, on probation for. Sorry. All right. Thank you so much for coming into court, Mr. Payne. Thank you so much, Mr. Quintero Murillo. Have a good day. Next is Atiba Pushon. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for 4 cases, petty theft, 2 or more convictions. It looks like that's what they are, maybe petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review for probable cause.
So the defendant was convicted, an F-24-4096 for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. And that was November 5th, 2024 by Judge Rodriguez.
Okay, thank you. Give me a second to write all that down. All right, so sir, you were ordered to stay away from the Walmart store at 21151 South Dixie Highway in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that bond will be
Would you consider the TAP program for Mr. Parkinson?
4 cases.
Yes, Judge, he appears to be home.
He's got pages of priors, including a 366 from last year. Looks like, right, also for the same charge, including taking off his ankle monitor.
I'm setting a bond to be $1,500 on F-25-4014. And he has, so that was from February 20th. He has February 21st, same Walmart. $117 worth of merchandise. So this is at 520. The $1,500 bond.
Which case you on?
F-25-4013. F-25-4012 is petty theft, 2 or more convictions. He goes back at 11 at night. It looks like, no, 2021, it's 10, 8, 9 o'clock at night, back to that Walmart, takes more merchandise. This one's gonna be $2,500 bond. And then F-25-4011 is from February 23rd. He takes $150 worth of merchandise. $1,500 bond. Good day, sir. Next case we had is Werner Pierre. Page 4. He's out of probation, hold for F-23, 9099. No, 9009. Good morning, sir. Mr. Pierre, you were arrested for 2 counts of burglary to an unoccupied structure, 2 counts of petty theft. It's from April 3rd of 2024. You are ordered to, so public defender's office is appointed. You are ordered to stay away from the Edison Park K-8 Center at 500 Northwest 67th Street in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location and you must stay away from there. Do you understand? Anyway, let me review this. He has a probation hold, so he breaks into the middle school, it looks like.
Right, so it's 2 counts because he went in at 12:30 in the morning and then again at 3:50 a.m. I'm not sure if there's any values listed.
I don't see anything. Thank you for that. I didn't see any value. Did you?
No.
Here
No,
we go. Took a DJ mixer, microphone, microwave, miscellaneous items. So count 1 and 2, burglary charges will be $2,500 each count. In count 3 and 4, there's no value, so that's $150 each count. Probable cause for petty theft, a second-degree misdemeanor. Have a nice day, sir. Next, we have this Yam Sambria. Or Ian Sambria. We're on page 5.
Santa Bria present.
Morning.
Good morning.
You were arrested for what kind of child abuse? It's from February 26th yesterday. Can you afford to hire an attorney? I'll appoint.
Not right now, Judge.
I'll put the-
The attorney that I have is the one that you saw offer me.
You mean her?
No, well, someone outside that.
He filled out an affidavit.
For you, no problem, sir. So it's
Allegations are he punched his 13-year-old son because he wouldn't comb his hair.
It's excessive corporal punishment. So technically, there's probable cause for the charge. Where's your son now? Is he with? Is he still in the home? Is somebody else in the home there with him? Are you gonna? Can you move out, or is he gonna go somewhere else?
Is I think it's with a mother right now.
Do you live with the mother or no?
No. My son lives with me and lives with a mother. We share custody.
I understand. So I'm entering a stay away order from your son, the alleged victim, whose initials are MS. No contact with the alleged victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, writing, by telephone, or through third parties. No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means. And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, his home and school, and as his home and school at all times. Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. And do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. And you may, and in the event there's an open case in dependency court arising from the same set of facts and events as this case, then any and all orders entered in dependency court regarding your contact, visitation, and custody shall supersede or replace this court's order. Do you understand the stay away order?
Not 100%. I'm sorry.
No contact with the child.
That part I got it. The part I got it. That is the one that more hurt me, but I understand that part. I mean, hurt me in the way that emotionally. Not every. Sorry, Judge.
Sir, there may be an open case in dependency court. That's where the state steps in to protect children from abuse, abandonment, or neglect. If the judge in that court lets you have contact with your child, it will not be a violation of this court's order. Do you understand?
Yeah, I guess.
Great. Pretrial services, alternate bond, $500. Have a nice day. Huh? Let me recall the case for Charles Knight. I'll be with you in a second. Charles Knight, and then after the attorney came in for the female we passed this morning for Ms. Flores. Oh, wait, I need to pass it to him. He needs to review the arrest affidavit. Did Renee make him a copy? Ask Renee to make him a copy. Hold up on the female till the council's ready. Renee,
I think there's one right here. Thank you, Honor.
thank you. I'm a very efficient fellow.
That's service.
All right, Charles Knight, you want to bring him in if you can?
You said this is for private attorney, Judge, or no?
No, I think got the warrant.
Charles Knight, got the warrant. Okay. Huh? All that information. All right.
Mr. Knight is back.
Hey, Mr. Knight. So I just have a copy of the information. They just charged him with possession of cocaine. So what do you want me to do? Tap?
Maybe. Corrections, what do you have on the jail card? Just one count?
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, tap alternate funds. $1,000.
And there's already an arraignment date, Judge. The case is set for arraignment on March 3rd. That's gonna be Monday.
Okay, tap alternate bonds, it's $1,000. He has an address, right?
Yes, Judge.
And the arraignment's when, March 3rd?
Right, so he's got to go to court on Monday or there would be a warrant for his arrest.
Thank you.
Do we know Judge Delancey's courtroom?
I think it's 6-3, but I can double check.
Great.
6-3, thank you.
All right, next is Diego Coutinho Caballero, page 5.
Bond it out.
Thank you. Keep them coming. Tyon Miller,
The alleged victim may be presently seen. Miss Casamayor, are you there? If so, can you raise your hand on Zoom? He was here.
Good morning, sir. Mr. Wheeler, you were arrested for armed burglary with an assault or battery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I'm told the victim was here or is here. And
So
he-
she wrote something in the chat. She has a statement on behalf of the defendant. He got arrested for an incident we had back then, but we are committing to services via CFCE for our future and to be able to raise our children. So I don't know if we can see.
You wanted me to pass it? Maybe your victim witness coordinator can tell her to log on. She won't have to wait or can call her up right away.
Hey, Judge.
Sir, just have a seat. We'll be with you shortly. We're trying to see if the victim can come back into court. Is a non-bondable offense also. All right, next case we have is Frankie McKelvey, page 5.
He's on felony bond.
Thank you. Hold for F25-2802. Good morning. So, sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and resisting an officer without violence. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review. All right, so there's probable cause for the charges. Count 1, possession of cocaine is $2,500. Count 2, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Count 3, resisting without violence is $500. And you will see your judge tomorrow. Have a good day, sir. Next is Elijah Clark. The attorney, right? There you go. Which one you're looking for? Maybe did it. Did I pull him out of turn? It may still be in here. I don't know. Yeah, but she needs paperwork. I don't know where it is. Good morning. This is Mr. Elijah Clark. Sir, you were arrested pursuant to an arrest warrant charging you with 1 count of first-degree murder. So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Be invoking Mr. Clark's right to counsel and his right to remain silent.
It's a case from Saturday, February 8th of 2025. Okay, so he shot his girlfriend because she transferred money, like $37 from her Cash App account. From a joint Cash App account, so he shot and killed her. There's probable cause for first-degree murder. So I'm granting the state's motion for pretrial detention pending final hearing pursuant to Florida statute 907.041. We are being held with no bond, pending a final hearing before the division judge, and you'll see that judge tomorrow. Good day, sir.
Your Honor, I need to readdress a case on page 5. Yam Sanabria, number 10. Was that PTS alternate 500 or 2,500?
2,500.
25. Thank you. Sometimes it gets cut off and we don't hear the whole thing. Thank you.
2,500. Let me know when you're ready for Ms. Flores, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Next case is Santiago Barbe Laurent. Number 16. Thank you too. You're leaving early today, huh?
Spanish, please.
Have a nice. Good afternoon. Good morning, sir.
Buenos días, señor.
I get my Zoom back 1 second. Sir, you were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied structure, grand theft, a 3rd-degree felony, of a fire extinguisher, and a fire safety violation.
Señor, buenas tardes, buenos días. Usted fue arrestado por robo a un recinto desocupado, robo mayor o hurto mayor un delito mayor de 3er grado, un extintor de incendios y también un peligro contra incendios.
So I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a asignar a usted los abogados de oficio.
There's video footage where Mr. Barbe Laurent is observed removing a fire extinguisher from the wall and discharging it in the hallway of a residence.
Hay videos de grabación donde se lo ve al señor Barber Rant sacando un extintor de incendios y encendiéndolo en medio de una residencia.
He doesn't reside at that residence either.
Él no vive en esa casa tampoco.
So you are ordered to stay away from the victim's property at 1157 Southwest 5th Street in Miami, Florida.
Señor, se le ordena mantenerse alejado del 1157 del suroeste de la calle 5 de Miami, Florida.
I think count one should be a dwelling. I'm not sure if it's an apartment building, but
It's not clear if it's a burglar, if he had permission to be in the building and just while he was there, this is what happened.
No estoy seguro si fue un robo, si él tenía permiso para estar en la residencia y sucedió mientras él estaba ahí.
let me hear from the state.
Fiscalía.
State.
One second, Judge.
Un momento, dice la fiscalía.
I mean, I don't know if it's an area that's open to the public, so I think there would be PC on a burglary.
I'll leave it as count one burglary. It should be an unoccupied dwelling. I'll leave it at $2,500. Count two grand theft of the fire extinguisher is $2,500. And count three, the violation for improper discharge of the fire extinguisher is $150.
Entonces las fianzas en el de la número 1, $2,500, un recinto desocupado, robo. La número 2, el robo mayor del extinguidor de incendios, $2,500. Y la acusación número 3, a usar el extinguidor de incendios de manera inapropiada, $150.
Have a nice.
Consider the TAP program for Mr.
Sentenced to 31 days on Friday.
No.
Tenga buen día, señor. No se le hace el programa TAP.
Next is Osneil Rodriguez Yanis. Page 7.
French, please.
Good morning, sir. You were arrested for grand theft, a third-degree felony, 2 counts of grand theft, a third-degree felony.
Buenos días, señor. Usted fue arrestado por 2 acusaciones de robo mayor, un delito mayor de tercer grado.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le asigno los abogados de oficio.
So I'm not sure if it's the right charge. He's stealing packages from some porch of residence.
No sé si es el cargo apropiado. Le está robando paquetes de una residencia.
So it could be a burglary depending on where the packages were located. Also, I didn't see a value.
Maybe you should call the officer.
Esto podría ser un robo dependiendo de dónde estaban ubicados los paquetes. Tampoco veo un valor. Deberíamos llamar a la gente.
So let's reset it for PCH.
Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the victim's property. The victim's initial is BR and IL.
Señor, se le ordena mantenerse alejado de la propiedad de las víctimas cuyas iniciales son BR y IL.
No contact with those victims either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con esas víctimas, ya sea en persona, de manera directa, indirecta, por escrito, por teléfono o a través de terceras personas.
Stay at least 500 feet away from the victims, their home, school, and place of employment at all times.
Manténgase a 510 pies de distancia por lo menos de la víctima, de la casa de la víctima, lugar de empleo y estudios en todo momento.
Stay away from, I can't read the address correctly, I'm not sure, 6320 Penn Place in Miami Lakes, Florida.
Manténgase alejado de la dirección 6320 Penn Place en Miami Lakes, Florida.
Yeah. And also stay away from 15436 Turnbull Drive in Miami Lakes, Florida.
Señor, también tiene que mantenerse alejado del 15436 Turnbull Drive en Miami, Florida.
Set the case in the afternoon for probable cause hearing.
Vamos a reagendar el caso para la tarde para ver si hay motivo fundado.
You know, is he allowed to bond that?
Is.
Se le permite entonces pagar fianza.
Next case is Christopher Flattery. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for armed robbery with a weapon. Can you afford to hire a lawyer, sir?
The public defender.
Okay, I'll appoint the public defender's office for you. It's an applied weapon, although we should take the defendant at his word. He's holding a firearm under his t-shirt. He pointed the implied firearm at the witness and said, "Give me all the money." So this is at the CVS over on 40th and Collins Avenue.
So, Judge, there was no firearm seen, no firearm recovered. I would ask that you find probable cause for strong arm.
We should take a defendant at their word. City one, why shouldn't I believe them? Or the victim believe them, not me.
Actually, it looks like it's an attempt. An attempt also, Judge.
Attempt. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the CVS. Stay away from the alleged victim, Digna Briones. No contact with the victim, either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties, and stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times, and stay out of the CVS pharmacy store at 4000 Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, Florida. It's an attempted armed robbery. Is a second-degree felony. Your bond is $7,500, sir. Good day. Next is Eric Rodriguez, page 8. Are you ready yet with that case?
Ready. Whenever.
Oh, okay. After this one, I'll call it up. I'm waiting for you to tell me you're ready. Hi, Mr. Rodriguez, you were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
So she's got a 364 from last year. So based on criminal history, requesting a bond.
Oh, he said it was baking soda. The officer thought it was cocaine. She thinks it's baking soda. There's probable cause. You want to take it? No, too much going on. Yeah, he has a lot going on. A petty theft conviction from last year and drugs. No, maybe. No. Pat?
Would you consider ordering him in?
No, I don't consider that. But they
Okay. Yep.
tap alternate bond $2,500. He has an address and they can offer drug counseling. Good luck to you, sir. Is anybody here on Zoom for tap? All right. But I guess I'll get it in the afternoon. Can I call up the female when you have a chance and bring her in? The attorney's present for Lisane Flores on page 3.
I think that's, I don't know if the detective's still here. Detective. Yes, detective. I'm gonna promote you to a panelist. You don't have to turn off on your camera if that's the issue.
All right, so good morning, ma'am. You were arrested for trafficking in cannabis while armed. It's described as a light felony. Also, I don't know if that's correct. Count 2 is armed possession with intent to sell cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school. Then there's 6 counts of Possession or sale of gambling devices. 1 count of contributing to the delinquency of a child. Your attorney's in court now. Good morning.
Good morning, Honor.
State your
Lawrence
name.
Lawrence Hashish on behalf of Mrs. Flores.
Thank you.
There's a couple issues I find problematic with this PC. Number one, the cannabis they found is THCA, which is permitted by law. This is a smoke shop, and they have everything on display, everything packaged, everything with a certificate of authenticity, with a QR code. It's perfectly legal to sell THCA Delta 9 products in Florida. And I don't know if they field tested it, but they have to do a lab result to see how much THC is in it, because under the federal farm bill, which Florida follows, I think it's up to 3% or 0.3%. I'm not sure, but that's how much THC is permitted in there. All of these products they were bought and they're being sold legitimately from major manufacturers throughout Florida. So and it's being sold out in the open. It's sold in a lot of grocery stores, almost every smoke shop. You can walk into any of them. It'll say THCA. There's nothing illegal about it. And if you field test it, it'll come back positive for THC because it has THC in it and it's permitted in Florida and nothing illegal about it. That's number one. Number two.
Before you go to that argument, do you want to respond now or let him finish his sentence?
So I've got the detective here who would be in a better position to respond.
So why don't we let him make all of his arguments and then the detective we can ask the detective questions. Go ahead for argument here.
Okay. As far as armed, number one, they listed all the products in their and weighted with their, I believe, with their packaging. If it's in a glass vial or a plastic jar, they weighed the whole thing with their containers, the merchandise with the containers, which brought it up to that heavy amount of weight. They didn't open the jars or products and weighed it separately. This is all with their containers. And it was all located behind the cash register, behind the counter in the front. And they're saying that the firearm was located in the rear of the business, locked in a safe. So it was not readily accessible. She did not use it. She did not carry it. It's locked in a safe that the owner has a combination tool. And it was not used as if, when they're supposedly selling a $10 amount of THCA, that they have a gun ready just in case a drug deal goes bad. This is not the case here, Your Honor. Gambling machines, just the mere possession of gambling machines. The PC doesn't say that anybody played or won or received any money. I know it says there was a sign there, but that's not evidence of anything illegal of them. It doesn't say what the prize would be. It doesn't say you would win cash or anything. So gambling machines are permitted in the state of Florida and Dade County. So those are my arguments, Your Honor. As far as the gambling machines, the sale of cannabis, which is THCA, and we're asking a reasonable bond, Your Honor. She's a U.S. citizen. I believe she has no criminal history. She has 2 infant children, a newborn, and I think 1 or 2-year-old at home. And she's not a flight risk or a danger to society. So we're asking for a reasonable bond to be set.
Okay. Is there a detective here?
So the detective is here. Detective, do you do any kind of undercover work? Are you comfortable with the camera on?
If you need me to put the camera on, I can do it. I did do undercover work in this case, but I'm okay showing my face.
It's up to you.
If you wanted to turn the video, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do.
I do.
Please state your name and what police department you work for.
Matthew Martinez, City of Miami Police Department.
Okay. Go ahead, state.
All right, Detective Martinez, you heard counsel's arguments. He said that all of the products that were recovered are classified as THCA. He's claiming that's a legal substance.
Not all the narcotics we recovered were packaged, like commercially packaged. There was vacuum sealed bags with without any kind of commercial producting that we did find in the rear of the, like next to the office in the back. We also did find from two of the THC readings for some of the products that we bought, and those were the same products that we seized, that the THC levels did come back higher than that point.
See that there was 25 pounds of cannabis that was recovered. That's not the THCA that's over the threshold.
I believe so, from the different things that we've gotten tested before. I mean, if something was in a like a glass jar, we took it out of the glass jar to weigh it. Not like we weighed the glass jar to enhance the weight of the drugs. We took it out of the glass jar and put it in a plastic bag. Things that were in bag, because there was so many bags that were there, we didn't take every piece of drug out of the bag, or else we'd still be there now opening bags. And then the pre-rolled cigarettes as well.
All right.
So-
So it's 56.5 pounds total. Did you, oh, okay, you did weigh the leaf cannabis and you said that was like 1,200 grams.
Yes.
Anything else you think the judge, okay, also another thing, what's her connection to the business?
So during one of the controlled buys that we did to get the search warrant, she was in there, and when we asked the employee about pricing, she was the one that was able to get the pricing. I do believe she has some kind of managerial role or ownership within the business.
Okay. And where's the office located in relation to, I guess, the cannabis?
The cannabis was in the rear of the building, and then the rear of the store, like when you walk in directly to the right, and the office was directly behind that.
Okay. And then, you heard our attorney ask for a bond. What's your position on her release?
I'm okay with her getting a bond. I agree that she's not a flight risk or anything like that.
Right, Judge, I don't have any more questions. I don't know if the court does.
No, but Mr. Hashish, go ahead.
Well, as far as, just to point out that,
Do you have a question for him?
yeah, so you're saying there's a difference between the cannabis and the THCA? And you're familiar with the difference?
I'm saying that we were able to, we were able to, we saw the difference between the commercially bagged stuff, which is advertised as the THC, the Delta 9, Delta 8, and the different Delta products. But then there was also marijuana that was found that had no commercial packaging that came back, that we seen previously.
And the Delta 8 and Delta 9, which is THCA, that's perfectly legal in the state of Florida?
Depending on the THC levels.
Correct, but generally when stores or smoke shops purchase it from manufacturer, they rely on a lab certificate of authenticity, I think it's called, correct?
Right, but then something that I didn't include, but it was going to be brought up, was there was even paperwork in there with different that there was an Astro strand of something they were selling, and they had their own paperwork from the FDA saying it was 24% THC, and they had that same Astro brand within the store. So there was knowledge that some of the items had higher THC levels.
Well, they just had that lab result, but you didn't test specific products that had supposedly 24%.
They had the paperwork from the FDA that we have that we seized that paperwork as well. And that paperwork was there matching some of the stuff we found.
Okay, so you would agree that majority of what was found was THCA as opposed to standard THC?
No. Everything that we seized that we took was similar to what we purchased during the controlled purchases.
Even the vape pens, it was similar to the leaf that you purchased?
That the vape pens, no, that was the only thing. But just because of the THC levels, we want to get that THC tested.
And the pre-rolled cigarettes
We-
that were packaged by the manufacturers.
That was stuff that we purchased during our controlled purchases as well. The pre-rolls.
All right. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Anything else, Ms. F? Any argument you want to make?
No, Your Honor.
Right, I mean, I think that there is probable cause. Based on the detectives.
The gun's locked in the safe.
But she's in the office next to the safe and she has the code.
It's not.
So if somebody were to rob the store, she would have, the gun is easily accessible.
Excuse me 1 second so I can go unlock the safe while they're robbing it. I don't think it's readily accessible, the gun. Next. So it's traffic. Right now, it looks like trafficking in cannabis. I don't know. You have any other argument? I have a question about this child working there. What was he, 15 years old?
Yes, I guess he was arrested as well. He's listed as a co-defendant.
That a relative of theirs or somebody who works there?
The brother of the owner.
Her brother's younger?
I believe so, yes, Your Honor. It was probably there like after school, or there was no school, just hanging out at a family business.
Okay. Any argument you want to make?
No, Your Honor. No other questions.
What bond do you want? Not a flight risk.
Judge, I think, I mean, I don't know, detective. I don't think they should be operating this business. I guess if you report it to, I guess the proper.
As far as the gambling machine counts, ROR and those counts, because there's no indication that any money was paid out. This clearly says the report, claim you're winning, whatever that could be. There's no payout or any.
There was over $900 in the machine. There was over $900, but they didn't witness any payouts. That is correct.
When they're putting money into play. I'd ask for, I don't know what the standard bond is on the trafficking cannabis, that's not armed trafficking, but ask maybe 5,000 on that count and 250 on the rest. Or 1,000 on the rest, Your Honor. That's reasonable.
State, what do you want to say? She's clearly working at the store. I don't know if she's.
I don't know if she's working or she has some kind of ownership or managerial role in the business.
The child may have said that she and his brother own the store.
It says that he works at the store and that she and his brother. So I don't know if his brother, I don't know if that's if he's gonna get arrested as well. I guess he wasn't at the store at the time of the execution of the search warrants.
And while the detective testified it was greater than 25 pounds, I think you raised the issue, Ms. Seth, about whether or not the products, how can you tell the difference if all the products had THCA and just THC, and they talked about something about Delta 8 or 9. I don't understand this because I'm not familiar with this type of a business.
Yes, the Delta 8 and 9 makes up the THCA. It's even if you look at the lab results, it still won't make any sense. I was looking at one as I was driving over here, but that's permitted. I believe Delta 9 is THCA.
Okay. So whatever, I'm going to set a bond for you to get out of jail. Whatever you do, if you continue to work with this business, make sure you comply with Florida law and what is permitted to be sold.
Perhaps a total bond of 25,000.
What was that?
She wants a total bond of $25,000.
Do 15? Because it would make no difference, just hurt her pocket getting out. she's not gonna flee.
She's working at the smoke shop, or she may have an ownership interest. I'm not sure. 1 second. I'm counting. Okay, so count one, the trafficking in cannabis charge, it's not armed. I'll set that bond at $5,000. Count two, it's a possession or the trafficking in cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school. It mentions it.
The A form says 55 feet away from a high school.
Set that at $2,500. Count three, the possession of a gambling device is $500. Count 4 through 8 is an ROR, each count. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 ROR each count, and count 9, there's probable cause for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. That's a $500 bond. So the total bond is was it $8,500, I believe. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. And just to be clear, so there's no confusion,
There's no nebia. I'm not imposing a nebia. Yes, what is?
the gambling machine, it says 6 counts,
Yeah, I did. I set a bond on one for $500.
and ROR and the
Right,
rest.
so count 3 was the possession of the gambling device. That was $500 bond. And count 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 ROR each count. So you have to be a bond to get out on that.
Okay,
And count 9, the contributing to delinquency of a minor is 500.
All right.
Okay, you have a
Thank you
good
very much.
attorney. Listen to what he tells you. Thank you.
thank you, Your Honor.
Judge, we can recall, it looks like the victim's back on Tay Eon Wheeler.
Thank you. Let me recall the case for.
Hello, hi, good morning.
Right now, please to be sworn. Raise your hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you are going to give in this proceeding will be the truth? If so, state I do. Ma'am, do you swear to tell the truth?
Yes,
Thank you. Put your hand down. Please tell me your name.
my name is Cassandra Casamayor.
Are you afraid of Tayon Miller?
No, I am not. Currently, I wouldn't want that to happen. We're working on, finishing our services, to be better parents for our children. I'm currently expecting from him as well. I have a lot of pregnancy complications and I'm almost due. And right now, we're just currently trying to finish our CFCE services to be able to raise our children with no further problems.
Okay. All right, Ms. F, do you have any questions?
Are you two still in a relationship or you're just trying to co-parent?
We are still in a relationship.
But does he live with you or no?
No, we're trying to get our own apartment once we complete the CFCE services.
Okay. What's that? Children with family, children and family enrichment, something like that? It's a DCF program, I believe, right? Is that a DCF program?
Yeah, we're doing the services through CFCE, correct?
Okay, thank you. Ms. Corey, do you have any questions?
No, Judge.
Okay. So, sir, Mr. Wheeler, I'm going to enter a modified stay away order from the alleged victim, Cassandra Casamayor. You are allowed to have contact with the alleged victim. You are prohibited from being physically threatening or towards her in any manner whatsoever. So friendly, nonviolent contact is permitted. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs. and do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition. You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
It's stay away order. Okay. Ms. Corey, anything you want to say?
I would ask if you would consider a bond for Mr. Wheeler or any alternate form of release.
Dada is busy. Hold on 1 second.
This appears to be a delayed arrest. This is from.
Okay, I'll deny the state's motion for pretrial detention. So he can go home to his child. Hopefully he's working and trying to support everybody and will stay out of trouble. He hasn't had anything that I see since this incident.
Thank you so much.
So he's not living with you now though, right?
No, not until we complete all the services. I currently let them know that he missed his first parenting class just because he got arrested yesterday. But once he gets out, I will push him to start his new packet. I already picked up his packet. I picked up his individual therapy, and he has the anger management therapy as well. So we're both doing it, and we're looking forward for a completion.
Mr. Wheeler, where are you living? Are you living on Miami Beach or somewhere else?
I'm Beach No Mount. I'm living currently. I don't have a direct place, but I do go to my mom's house though.
Where do you get your mail for court?
My mom's house.
The address.
600 Northwest 74th Street.
600 Northwest
74th Street.
Is that a house or apartment?
That's
It's like it's duplex.
3 homes over there.
That's Miami. What's the zip code?
House.
You know your zip
No
code?
apartment.
Mom's zip code?
Zip code 33150.
Thank you. Okay. I don't know what you want me to do. If he doesn't have an address, I can't release him to a
It's
program.
like Northwest 74th Street. I can go to my mom's house.
He can go to his mom's judge. He's starting a job at the Family Dollar store soon.
Oh, that's good. So you have how many children, sir?
How many children do you have?
1 and 1 on the way.
Okay, kids are expensive. You need to be able to try and get a good job and keep that job so you can support them. Not get the best you can out of those parenting classes. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
You're how old? 23? 24?
I'm 25. Just turned 25.
Okay, all right. I guess I'll order him to pretrial. That way they'll supervise him. Pretrial services, alternate bond, count 1, the burglary with an assault or battery. I guess he became dorm while he was there. I'll make that alternate $10,000 and count 2. Actually, I'm gonna make count 1 $7,500. Count 2 will be $2,500.
Judge, you're trying to take a risk, but I know they're getting counseling. The facts are kind of concerning.
What house arrest instead, level 3?
Yes.
All right, I'm not gonna do pretrial, I'll do house arrest then. House arrest with a GPS monitor. Level 3 house arrest, that means you can GPS roaming. Those will be alternate bonds, $7,500 count 1 and $2,500 count 2. Okay. Good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Next case we have is Davidson St. Pard, KJ.
He funded out, yeah.
Thank you. Bond out, Pedro release.
Maybe tap.
Spanish interpreter, please.
One second. Hi, Mr. Ruiz. You were arrested for possession of cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
¿Cómo le va, señor Luis? Usted fue arrestado por posesión de cocaína. Voy a asignar a los abogados de oficio a usted.
There is probable cause for the charge.
Hay motivos fundados para la acusación.
Tap alternate bond, $2,500.
Le damos el programa TAP con una fianza alternativa de $2,500.
You're gonna have to come back to court for your arraignment in 30 days.
Va a tener que regresar, señor, al tribunal para su lectura de cargos en 30 días.
It's gonna be March 31st at 9 a.m., courtroom 27.
Marzo 31 a las 9 de la mañana en la sala de tribunal 27.
Have a nice day, sir.
Tenga buen día, señor.
Pierre Battelle, page 9. What is Mr. Battelle? Sir, you were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine. Is Mr. Battelle or no? Yes, so, all right. You were arrested for possession with intent to sell cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. It was 1 bag, 1 gram. If we see the other co-defendants, see there's probable cause. Unlike the other gentleman, he has priors for drugs. Let's see.
Right, 5,000 is okay, Judge.
That's your bond of $5,000. Have a nice day, sir.
Judge, Mr. Patel, he does not have the funds for the bond. He does, he could stay with his mom. Would you be willing to consider house arrest for him?
Yeah, he's got prior convictions, it looks like, for sale. I see a prior conviction for sale.
From when?
That was from, it was 364 in 2022. There were multiple probation violations. His probation was revoked.
Is he working?
He currently working. I can't have, sorry. He's almost hoarse, Judge. He barely has a voice for me.
Oh, okay. There's bad priors that I see. All right, I'll also arrest with a GPS monitor. Alternate bond is $5,000. I'll do level 3 house arrest with a curfew from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Next case is Manuel Garcia, page 9. Good morning, sir. Is English okay or Spanish?
Spanish. I do have.
English or Spanish? You want Spanish?
Yeah, but I want to Spanish.
Okay, you were arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Usted fue arrestado por posesión de cocaína y por artefactos del uso de drogas. Voy a asignarle los abogados de oficio a usted.
There's probable cause for the charge.
Hay motivos fundados para la acusación.
The TAP program with an alternate bond of $1,000 count 1 and $500 count 2.
Le damos el programa TAP con una fianza alternativa en la acusación 1, $1,000 y la acusación número 2, $500.
Judge, you saw the 60-day sentence from the end of January.
Todavía tiene la condena de 60 días del final de enero.
Not violent.
It's overstates objection based on criminal history.
That was from December though, so I'm okay with that. TAP alternate bond, $1,000 count 1 and $500.
Do we have a courtroom number for Judge?
Yes. The arraignment is March 31st, 9 a.m., courtroom 25.
Señor, la lectura de cargos es el 31 de marzo a las 9 de la mañana en la sala de tribunal 2-5.
Have a good day.
Tenga buen día.
Next is Gregory Landrum, page 9. 3 petty thefts. I'm Mr. Landrum. You're arrested for 3 cases where you're charged with petty theft, 2 or more convictions. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
He has an AC no bond.
You what?
He has an AC no bond.
So there's a hold, I guess. Is it added? It's an. Yes, has he seen the judge yet on that? Or no?
No, Your Honor.
So he should see the judge tomorrow on F-24-2550. Sir, you are ordered to stay away from the Walmart store at 13600 Southwest 288th Street, Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store and you must stay away from there, sir. On F-25-4072, there's probable cause for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. That bond will be $1,500. F-25-4070. There's probable cause for petty theft, 2 or more convictions, $1,500 bond. And F-25-4060. There's probable cause for petty theft, 2 or more convictions. That bond is $2,500. Have a good day. Next is Daniel Perez, page 10. Hi, Mr. Perez. English okay, or would you like Spanish?
Spanish, please.
We're arrested for possession of crack cocaine. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Señor, usted fue arrestado por posesión de cocaína crack y le voy a asignar a usted los abogados de oficio.
There is probable cause for the charge.
Hay motivos fundados para la acusación.
Pretrial services alternate bond is $2,500. Have a nice day.
Servicios alternativos a juicio, la fianza alternativa serán $2,500, señor. Tenga buen día.
Next case is Lewis Osorio. Page 10.
Maybe tap.
Thank you.
Bench for Mr. Osorio, please.
And sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine within 1,000 feet of a church or convenience store.
Señor, usted fue arrestado con cocaína, como por hablar de $1,000, a una distancia cocaína en una distancia de menos de 1,000 pies de una iglesia o de una tienda de abarrotes.
And drinking in public.
Y también beber en público.
I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Le voy a asignar los abogados de oficio para usted.
In order to stay away from the Auto Family Coin Laundry and Discount Store.
Se le ordena mantenerse alejado de Aldo, Family Laundry y Discount Store.
At 119 Southwest 16th Avenue in Miami, Florida.
En el 119 Southwest de la 16 Avenida en Miami, Florida.
There is probable cause for the charges.
Hay motivos fundados para la acusación.
It's possession for count 1?
Possession, I meant possession, thank you.
Acusación número 1 es posesión.
So it will be tap alternate bond. Tap alternate bond, $2,500, count 1. Count 2, $1 for drinking in public, and count 3, trespass after warning is $500.
Entonces usted tiene $2,500. El programa TAP, perdón, tiene $2,500 la acusación número 1. La acusación número 2, $1. Y la acusación número 3 es $500.
And I haven't, he needs he has an address for, to get his mail?
Una dirección para su correo.
Okay, have a nice day.
Tenga buen día.
Next is George Perez. Page 10. Good morning, sir. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied structure and petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Ms. Corey, what pronoun does your client use? Maybe she, her.
So I believe there's probable cause for burglary to an unoccupied structure. It's a structure, it looks like a structure, and also petty theft. You are ordered to stay away from 2436 Southwest 7th Street, Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. I don't know what the state wants. Is he eligible for pretrial?
Would ask if you would give Miss Press pretrial services, Judge. She does have to stay.
Pretrial services alternate bond, $2,500, count 1. Count 2 is $500. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Next case is Antonio Montenegro, page 11. Good morning. You were arrested for aggravated battery. Can you afford to hire a private lawyer, sir?
Buenos días, señor. Usted fue arrestado por agresión con agravantes. ¿Usted puede pagarse su abogado privado? Señor, perdón. ¿Puede hablar más fuerte?
Sí, voy a tratar de conseguir un abogado privado. Sí.
Yes, I could try to get myself a private attorney, yes.
You own your home?
¿Usted es dueño de su casa?
Sí.
Yes.
So PD's not appointed. Do you want to proceed now without a lawyer being present so I can set a bond? Or do you want me to reset it for the afternoon to give you a chance to hire an attorney?
¿Quiere seguir adelante ahora mismo para que yo le fije una fianza sin estar presente su abogado? ¿O prefiere usted que lo reagendemos para la tarde para darle una oportunidad de conseguir un abogado?
No, puede proseguir ahora, por favor.
You can continue now, please.
Thank you. Give me a moment to review.
Un momento para revisar.
Probable cause for, looks like, is it aggravated assault? Oh, he made
Yeah.
battery. Right, sir, I'm entering a stay away order from the alleged victim whose initials are MM.
Señor, le estoy dando una orden de alejamiento para la víctima, a favor de la víctima, cuyas iniciales son MM.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima, ya sea de manera directa, indirecta, en persona, por escrito, por teléfono o a través de terceros. Okay.
No the victim through social media or other electronic means.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de ninguna red social o cualquier otro medio electrónico.
You must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, school, and place of employment at all times.
Debe mantenerse por lo menos a 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, la casa de la víctima, el lugar de empleo o de estudios en todo momento.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No puede entrar en ningún tipo de actividad ilícita, usar o poseer ningún tipo de droga regulada.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
No puede usted comprar, llevar con usted, tener de ninguna forma un arma de fuego o armamentos.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Y municiones también, señor, y usted tiene que entregar inmediatamente cualquier tipo de armas de fuego o municiones, si es que la tuviera, al departamento policíaco más cercano y dar un recibo de haber hecho esto al tribunal.
Is the victim currently living in your home?
¿La víctima actualmente vive en la casa de usted?
No, está viviendo con mi cuñado.
No, she's living with my brother-in-law.
Okay, fine. Do you understand the stay away order?
¿Entendió usted la orden de alejamiento?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. I'll set a bond. How long have he's been here? A long time, I guess.
¿Cuánto tiempo ha estado acá?
Perdón.
I was gonna ask him how long he lived here, but it's okay. It's been a long time, I take it. Yeah. Right.
Quería preguntar cuánto tiempo vivía usted acá, señor, pero no importa, yo supongo que usted vive acá mucho tiempo.
Sí. Yo tengo como 45 años, 40 años de vivir aquí en la
Yes,
Florida.
40 to 45 years living here.
$3,000 because the case is from January of this year, January 22nd.
$3,000 de fianza, es del 2 de enero de este año el caso.
All right. Have a nice day, sir. Thank you.
Tenga buen día, señor. Gracias.
Thank you.
Next case is John Martinez, page 11.
President speaks English.
Sir, you were arrested for possession of cocaine, armed possession of 2C, controlled, which is called pink cocaine, and armed possession of MDMA or ecstasy. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Do you have an objection to pretrial? No? Pretrial, no, because of the armed? Does he have priors out of Hollywood?
Let me see. Nothing's I'm aware of.
Pretrial services, alternate bonds. Count one will be $2,500. Count two is $2,500, and count three is $2,500. Have a nice day. You gonna post the bond? You're gonna go? You want pretrial?
Okay, I'm gonna post the bond. I'm gonna post the bond.
Because I don't mind lowering it. Because 2C, I mean, it's all interrelated. I'll make it $1,500 each count. Okay, your choice. What you want to do?
Yeah, I'll still do it.
Want to post it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Alternate of 1,500.
So it's pretrial alternate, Your Honor?
Yeah, pretrial alternate 1,500. If he wants to hire a bondsman, he can do that. Next case is Manuel Blanco, page 11.
Spanish.
Spanish. You were arrested for grand theft, a third-degree felony. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Usted fue arrestado por hurto mayor, un delito de tercer grado, delito mayor. Voy a asignar los abogados de oficio para usted.
The victim left her purse at McDonald's, and there's video.
La víctima trabaja en McDonald's y hay videos de esto.
There's probable cause for grand theft.
Hay motivo fundado para hurto mayor.
Judge, I would ask for pretrial services for Mr. Blanco. He's lived here for 15 years and he has an address.
Le pido pretrial services para el señor Blanco. Él ha vivido acá por 15 años y tiene una dirección.
Stage, you have an objection?
No.
Pretrial services, alternate bond, $2,500. Have a nice day. But I need the address. What is his address?
Pretrial services, entonces, con una fianza alternativa de $2,500. ¿Cuál es su dirección, señor?
741 Southeast 1 Street, Play.
741 Southeast 1 Place.
1 Play.
It's at 741 Southeast First Place.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that a house or apartment?
¿Esa es una casa o apartamento?
41, casa.
House.
Yo vivo en el edificio.
And the zip code?
I live at the efficiency. ¿Y el código postal?
33010.
33010.
Thank you. All right.
Gracias.
Next,
Tenga buen día.
Terrell.
Mr. Cantorell?
Morning, sir. You were arrested for aggravated battery on a person aged 65 or older and criminal mischief.
Buenos días, señor. Usted fue arrestado por agresión con agravantes a una persona de 65 años de edad y también por daño a la destrucción o a la propiedad personal.
This is a case from December 27th of 2024.
Este es un caso del 27 de diciembre de 2024.
Went to Public Defender's Office for you.
Le estoy asignando los abogados de oficio para usted.
I don't know if the victim's age is there, but they describe her as an elderly victim.
No tengo la edad de la persona, pero está descrita como una persona envejeciente.
That would be probable cause for battery on a person aged 65 or older.
Voy entonces a darle que hay motivo fundado para agresión a una persona de 65 años de edad o mayor.
And also criminal mischief, a second degree misdemeanor.
También destrucción de la propiedad es un delito menor de segundo grado.
You are ordered to stay away from the alleged victim whose initials are EQ.
Se le ordena mantenerse alejado de la víctima cuyas iniciales son EQ.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima, ya sea de manera directa, indirecta, en persona, por escrito, por teléfono o a través de terceros.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home, school, and place of employment at all times.
Y debe mantenerse por lo menos a 500 pies de distancia de la víctima, la casa de la víctima, lugar de empleos o de estudios en todo momento.
Do you understand the stay away order, sir?
¿Entendió usted el orden de alejamiento, señor?
Sí, claro que sí.
Yes, of course.
No sé si puedo decir algo.
Can I say something?
You're not guilty. Don't talk about the facts of the case.
Se presume que usted es no culpable, señor. No hable de los casos o los hechos del caso.
State what do you want in terms of a bond?
Maybe 2,500 count one, 150 count two.
$2,500 bond count one and $150 bond count two.
He said it's-
$2,500 de fianza en la acusación 1 y 150 en la 2.
Have a nice day.
Tenga buen día.
Next case is Byron Escobar. Page 12.
Interpreter, please.
Sir, you were arrested for domestic battery by strangulation and battery. I will appoint the public defender's office for you.
Buenos días, señor. Usted se lo acusa de agresión con violencia doméstica y también de agresión. Le estoy asignando los abogados de oficio.
This is a case from August 10th of 2024.
Este es un caso del 10 de agosto de 2024.
So, sir, are you currently living with the victim?
¿Vive usted actualmente con la víctima, señor?
No, ahora no.
Oh.
Vivo-
No, not right now. I don't live with her.
No, desde el año pasado yo me separé de ella.
I separated last year.
Thank you. There is probable cause for the charges.
Hay motivos fundados para la acusación.
To stay away from the alleged victim, Denitza Velez.
Debe mantenerse alejado de la víctima, Denitza Velez.
No contact with the victim either directly, indirectly, in person, in writing, by telephone, or through third parties.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima de manera directa, indirecta, por teléfono, por escrito o a través de terceros.
No contact with the victim through social media or other electronic means.
No puede tener contacto con la víctima a través de ninguna red social o cualquier otro medio electrónico.
And you must stay at least 500 feet away from the victim, her home and school and place of employment at all times.
En todo momento debe mantenerse a 500 pies de distancia por lo menos de la víctima, la casa de la víctima, lugar de estudios o empleo.
Do not engage in any criminal activity. Do not use or possess illegal drugs.
No puede entrar en ningún tipo de actividad ilícita, usar o poseer ningún tipo de droga regulada.
Do not use, purchase, possess, or carry a firearm, gun, weapon, or ammunition.
No puede usar, llevar con usted o comprar o tener ningún tipo de armas, armamentos o municiones.
You must immediately surrender any firearms, ammunition, and any concealed weapons permits to the nearest police department and file a receipt with the court.
Y usted debe entregar inmediatamente cualquier tipo de armas, armamentos, municiones o un permiso para tener un arma escondida al departamento policíaco más cercano y dar un recibo de esto al tribunal.
Do you understand the stay order, sir?
¿Entendió usted la orden de alejamiento, señor?
Correcto.
Correcto.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.
6 months ago, where do you live? What's your address?
¿Dónde vive, señor? ¿Cuál es su dirección?
26 Euclid Avenue, Miami Beach.
Casa or apartamento? House or apartment?
Nice.
9.
¿Casa o apartamento? 9.
9.
9. Apartment 9.
26 Euclid Avenue, Miami Beach, apartment 9.
There's no address such as 26. What's the address?
626 Euclid Avenue.
626, apologies, 626.
Pretrial services, alternate bond, 4,000 count 1 and 1,000 count 2. That's because it's more than 6 months ago.
Ritual Services, señor, y una fianza alternativa de $4,000 en la 1 y $1,000 en la 2 es porque es más de 6 meses atrás.
Prior convictions. Good day, sir.
Buenas tardes, señor.
Norman Lindo, page 12.
He has a fugitive hold from Orange County with a bond of 37,579.
Is it?
Child support.
All right, got it.
Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for grand theft. Of the grand theft, I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause. You are ordered to stay away from the Firestone Auto Care at 8701 Southwest 72nd Avenue in Miami, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there, sir. I'm setting a bond. The people did work on his car and he tricked them to get the keys back and flee without paying the bill of over $3,500. Plus he has a fugitive warrant. Setting the bond at $2,500. Have a good day. Next is Timothy Chatfield. Page 12. Is Mr. Chatfield? Where's Mr. Chatfield?
Coming up here.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for retail theft with others. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. Let me review this.
These are added charge corrections?
Right, we saw the same situation as the co-defendant. Stealing liquor.
A lot of alcohol. You are ordered to stay away from BJ's Liquor Shop at 650 Southeast 8th Street in Homestead, Florida. You are not allowed to go to that location. You must stay away from there. It's from February 8th. He has priors. What did I do with this other case?
Pre-trial.
I'm thinking maybe house arrest for him. I don't know. State, what's your position? You okay with pretrial?
I think maybe house arrest, I agree, Judge.
Keep them out of trouble.
For pretrial, though, it's prior approval.
Oh, this one isn't, this is new, February 8th. Which is like.
Not
2
a
weeks
prior.
ago. He's on I'm gonna do house arrest on this one. House arrest with a GPS monitor. Alternate bonds is 2,500. Actually, what's the alternate? It's the two, right? It's 5, is it 25? I'll leave it at $2,500 and I'll do level 3 house arrest. Curfew from 11 PM to 6 AM. Good day, sir. I didn't do plus, I did alternate. Are you okay with that, State?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a new interpreter. Thank you, Mr. Benavides.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ortiz, have you been sworn in today?
I have Judge Xochitl Ortiz.
You're still under, thank you. The next case will be Chef Span added charges. Mr. Span, you were arrested for 26 counts of failing to register as required by law. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause. I'm gonna set a bond. 1 through 26 is $2,500 each count. Have a nice day. I say $2,500 each count per count. Andrew King, page 15. Mr. King, you were arrested for possession, 2 counts of possession of cocaine, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and prohibited camping on Miami Beach. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. I need a moment to review. So there's probable cause. Well, 1 second about the camping. This happened at 7 in the morning. It's open. Maybe it was getting some sun. You want to call your officer? Why are they arresting somebody when it's, the beach is closed from what, like 10 PM?
I think it's on the service road. They're right, 21st Beach Service Road.
Okay, that's fine. You're right, it's a service road. Sorry. Thought you had it out there. There's probable cause for count 1. 1 count 1. Should be possession of cocaine is what? I mean, sorry, possession of cannabis. I didn't see meth. Oh yeah, it's meth. There's probable cause for count 1, count 2, count 3, and count 4. What do you want me to do?
We're passing a bond because he's got a 105-day sentence from last month.
That's true, he does. I'm setting a bond. Count 1, possession of a controlled substance, $1,000. Count 2, possession of a controlled substance is $1,000. Count 3, possession of drug paraphernalia is $500. Count 4, prohibited camping on the beach service road is $150. Have a good day, sir. Nathaniel Valentine is next. Page 15.
He refused Corio.
Ms. Betty, Ms. Corey, you want to waive his presence or reset it?
We can waive his presence.
There's probable cause for
Looks like for a misdemeanor,
petty theft. Has prior convictions for theft. There's probable cause.
it's one conviction.
It says in here, it says petty theft, prior conviction. Oh,
Singular.
you're right. State, you have prior convictions for theft, Jenny, and another count.
He's got lots of prior convictions in Miami.
Here he has plenty. It's listed.
Right, he's got, I mean, I could pull the conviction, I think the officer.
As it mentions in it, is in here. He has that hold, appoint the public defender's office, waive his presence, I'll set the bond. What do you want me to set it at? $500, he stole some shampoo,
That's fine.
$500 bond. What was it, refusal?
Yeah.
Yes.
Next case we have is Avert Diane, page 16. Good morning. Or good afternoon now, sir. You were arrested for possession of a controlled substance called methamphetamine and 2 counts of possession of a prescription drug without a prescription. Is English okay? Or do you want Spanish?
English is fine.
I do have a prescription, Your Honor.
There's probable cause. Well, he has a bunch of open cases though. One court dates March 6th for resisting without drug paraphernalia. Then he's another resisting. State, what do you want to do?
Requesting a bond because he came in on a bench warrant. He's got the other open misdemeanor. No objection to reducing it.
Okay, count 1 will be $1,000. Count
Yeah.
2,
Good place to stay, would you consider pretrial judge?
no, it doesn't go to court. $1,000, count 1, 150, count 2, ROR, count 3. Have a good day.
So just Mr. Siam was saying he missed court on the misdemeanor because he was in the hospital at the time.
Yeah, I did. I had him to call back to face Dade.
Why didn't he go to court and get it set aside before?
For emergency room. I was in emergency room.
I used to go see the division judge and talk to him, or go to court and don't miss your court dates. Page 16, we have Billy Wooden. Good morning, sir. You were arrested, or good afternoon. You were arrested for burglary to an unoccupied conveyance and petty theft. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause for the charge. You were ordered to stay away. I didn't give you a stay away order, so I'm just setting a bond. It's a parking lot. So count 1, burglary. Let me see his priors. Stage of a position 5 years for burglary in 2013.
Requesting a bond.
That's the view from the pretrial judge.
Yeah, I'll qualify for pretrial. What is he? Signal 200. I'm setting up on count 1 burglary.
Judge.
What?
Would you
No,
consider tap?
Count 1 is $2,500. Count 2 is $500. Good day, sir.
You know, count 1 was 2,500?
Okay. Yes, 2,500 count 1, 500 count 2. Kevin Maple is next on page 17. Good afternoon, sir. You were arrested for driving with a suspended license, third or subsequent conviction. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. There's probable cause, I guess. Pre-trial to take them as the address. Do you have an address, sir?
I live on Miami Beach, ma'am.
On the physical beach, or do you have an address somewhere on Miami Beach?
Yes, 730 14th Place, apartment 10.
10 or 210?
No, apartment 10. That's 10. Apartment 10.
That address needs to be corrected. It's the one that's on his arrest warrant. It's not 210.
Apartment 10, thank you. So pre-trial alternate bond, $2,500, no driving any motorized vehicle unless you have a valid license. Have a good day. Raheem Nottage on page 17. He's out on probation hold for F21-22045, F21-22046. Officer, good afternoon. You were arrested for grand theft and dealing in stolen property. You're on probation. There's a hold for you to see your judge tomorrow for case F21-22046 and F21-22045. So let me review for probable cause. It goes back to November 30th. He was making several, was it ATM transactions at a Walmart?
Right, so he's putting stolen phones into a machine and getting money.
Okay, $900. So count one, grand theft is $2,500. Count two, dealing in stolen property is $2,500. Oh, here's another case as well. The other case is grand theft and dealing in stolen property, same thing. I take it. So, it's $2,500 count one and $2,500 count two. Have a nice day, sir. Next is Harrison Vines on page 18. Is he here today?
He should be on Zoom, Your Honor. They need to be promoted.
Mr. Vines. Good afternoon. You were arrested for possession of crack cocaine, possession of heroin, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I will for you. I don't see his word.
He may qualify for 10.
Okay.
He has an address. I don't know, pre-trial.
Address where you live, sir?
The address?
Middle's house.
Tap is good. Tap alternate bond, $2,500 count one. $2,500 count. I'm sorry, I looked at the other day. Sorry, tap alternate 2,500 count one, 1,000 count two, and 500. I need the arrangement date. Is it the 30th or the 29th? No, not the 30th, the 28th. Oh, 7. He came in on the 25th. I'll set the arrangement. Does he have an arrangement for Mr. It's courtroom 2-3.
What day? I'm gonna read you back the paper.
We don't have a date. We're gonna make it the 28th or the 28th. Let me see something. 28th at 9 a.m. That's a Friday, I believe. 8th at 9 a.m. courtroom 2-3.
Mr. Vines,
Yeah.
the public defender's office and speak to them about your case. You should be getting out with the TAP program. Please reach out to the public defender's office and we can also remind you of your court date. Okay?
Miss Corey, can you write it down for me? I'll bring it back to him.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
Right.
TAP 2,500, 1,000 and 500.
Thank you. Next is Stuart Mullins, page 18.
One moment, Your Honor. Ms. Mullins, Your Honor.
Hello. Hey, Mr. Mullins, you got arrested for possession of cocaine and possession of a prescription drug without a prescription. I will appoint the public office. How long have you been staying in Miami for?
How long you been staying in Miami?
How long have I been here?
In Miami. How long you been in Miami?
6 weeks, man. Where'd you live before that? I was in a ministry in Pennsylvania. I don't think the tap's gonna take him. What do you think? I give 1,000 count one and 500 count two. No, 100 count two.
I'm sorry, Anna, can you repeat the bond?
$1,000 count one, $150 count two. The bond. Okay. Good luck to you, sir. If you're unable to post the bond, you should see a judge in 21 days or use the free phone at the jail to call the public defender's office. Have a thanks, man. I had to wait 21 days. All right. Good luck to you. All right. Next is Jesse Shaw. We're on page 18. Good afternoon, Mr. Shaw. You were arrested for 2 cases, retail theft with a prior conviction from February 21st, and retail theft with a prior conviction and unlawful possession of a stolen credit or debit card from February 26th. I will appoint the public defender's office for you. You are ordered to stay away from the Walgreens store at 1 Southeast 3rd Avenue in Miami, Florida. You're not allowed to go to that store. You must stay away from there, sir. I don't know. Does it mention a prior conviction? I didn't see that in that one.
It's, it says no prior convictions.
I don't see that. Let's see what it says on the prior.
It says on both, it says no prior convictions.
I think there's somebody made a mistake because he has prior convictions. He's got to show me. He has prior convictions for theft. But nothing that recent. You want to get tap? Let me see. He had somebody else's credit card. That's the problem. He's stealing body wash. And one. I mean, do you want to pull up his priors?
1 second.
I don't see anything since 2014. Where's he been? Where have you been living?
Oh, I've been staying here and there, man.
Yeah, it looks like he's been out of trouble though.
Been around.
Could you
You
do
working?
want to stipulate to PC and I'll do chat? Or
It
would
says he-
I can't hear you.
Miss Corey?
On which case, Judge?
For petty theft, 2 or more convictions for both. They put retail theft. They didn't list the convictions, but she just has to pull them. Or
It does say no prior convictions.
oh, no prior. Oh, just sorry, just probable cause for petty theft, but 2 or more convictions. Sorry. Oh. On F-25 F-25 4009. Tab, alternate bond. Be $1,000. I said stay away from that Walgreens already, so stay away with it. I gotta give him a date to come back to court. The arraignment date will be March 31st at 9 a.m. Courtroom 4-8 before Richard Hirsch.
Russell Lake.
It's a month away. And then the other case, F254008, tap alternate bond 2,500 count 1 and 2,500 count 2. Have a nice day.
What was the courtroom number for Judge Hirsch?
8.
48. Thank you.
Stephen Yosef, page 18.
Added charge.
NBC, Your Honor.
Ms. Corion wave.
I'm sorry, I missed it. For Mr. Youssef, what happened?
NBC.
NBC. Let me see. Yes, we can wait this person.
The victim's first name is
$1,000 bond. Appoint public defender's office, waive presence.
You said $1,000 bond?
1,000.
1,000. And the
victim's first name is Lacarvia, Lacarvia.
Thank you.
Case is Omar McDougal on page 19.
NBC, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, please review. And there are added charges.
Okay, I'll find probable cause. Reset it for the afternoon. You said he refused, right?
NBC.
NBC, pardon me. I'm a little tired after doing these calendars. I think I'm getting too old for this. Next is Matos Yasmani. Wardy, or is he here?
Wardy, Your Honor.
Reset Wardy. Savion Jones, page 20. Is he here?
NBC.
We can wait this person.
The victim's names, I think, are in the A form.
Yes, thank you.
This probable cause for the charge. What else? 2,500? Don't you the public to, you want to witness presence? I'm sorry.
Yes.
I think Your Honor did less, but it's because there wasn't much else holding the guy. This is
Whatever. $100, no problem. $1,500 bond. Appointing public defender's office, waiving presence. Then we have Ian Scott, page 21. Is he here, NBC or?
NBC,
Or appoint the public defender's office, waive presence, bond will be $1,500. Page 22, Roger Stevens.
NBC.
Latest presence.
Appoint the public defender's office, waive presence. There's probable cause for the church, $2,500 bond. Actually, sent a probation warrant. What do you want me to do? Leave it? Yeah, $2,500 bond. That's it for the morning calendar. Can we start at 1:45? Is that okay, or you want to start at 2? 1:45? Well, it's 12:35 now, so I don't want to waste anybody's time. Is the computer working so you can enter the stuff? Hello, any suggestions about starting?
1:45 is fine, anyone.
1:40. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.